Hello there, welcome to another Donger deck discussion with Sith Holocron from the Dongers of Runeterra, and I have got an infinite Teemo deck. Based around the Swims version, we're going to maybe change a few cards, see where we're at, but this is pretty much a Wayfinder, let's have three Teemos, let's make more Teemos, let's put down another Wayfinder, let's have five Teemos. That's pretty much where we're looking to go here. Now, I'm not running counterfeit copies, and neither is Swim. So there's a very good reason why we're not running this card. So let me just type in copies. And there is the card. So you pick a card in hand, shuffle four exact copies of it into your deck. I'm liking what we've got here. So the whole thing is pretty much based on this. Allegiance, summon two one-cost allies from your deck. We're pretty much not going to not get it. Pretty much, we're not going to not get it. Because we're running 11 P&Z cards. Now, he is P&Z. Okay. So is the Parade Electro-Rig, because that puts four more copies back into your deck. We've got wills, we've got denies, we've got all the normal sort of stuff like puff cap and chump one, but we'll go through the deck. Recall just keeps, if you've got one Teemo out, then bring him back. The only other person you bring back is the Wayfinder, because he's class, you can do it again, especially if you've already put four extra copies of the supported ally into your deck with this guy. He is all kinds of awesome. All kinds of awesome. Rush will give an ally +1 and attack this round. Really good if they've got an elusive unit and you're attacking. Keep it, and it is fantastic to just burst them clean off the board, as most of them don't have any more than 2 health. A Teemo that is leveled up will be a 2/2, as you can see here with this little smug face. And if you rush him, then he's a 3/2 or a 2/1 and will probably stay alive. So that's pretty good. We've also got Greenglade Lookout. It reduces the cost of the most expensive unit in your hand by 1, but we're only running 2. We've got Lulu, because if you support Lulu and put her beside Teemo, then all of a sudden Teemo's a 4/4, and that's bonkers. That's just ridiculous, which is why Lulu is in the deck. Now, there's not an awful lot of support in here, but for these guys to be able to do, you know, if you've got 3 Teemos out, all leveled, all of a sudden you're now doing 8 unblockable damage against decks that are all land units. Yes, please, Lulu is in there. And that is actually one of the changes I made to the deck. His was just infinite Teemo Wayfinder madness. I've changed a few cards. I'm only putting 2 Parade Electro Rigs in. Even with 4 health, by the time you put it out, it's going to die, but you get 4 extra copies of that in there. Puff Cap Peddler, if you've ever played against Teemo, you know that when you cast a spell, you plant 3 poison puff caps in the enemy deck at random. If we go in here, we're running 21 spells, so we'll be casting quite a lot. Shadow Shift is fantastic for keeping Teemo alive. Brilliant, especially when you are up against challenger decks and they pull it in and you go, oh no! Well, Shadow Shift will probably kill the unit anyway, and you can also recall an ally, which is superb to bring him back. That's really good. And then when you bring him back, if you've already got a Teemo, it'll just become Teemo's spell, which is this. Which is this one. That's what he does when he hits it. This is fantastic. Shuffle a Teemo back into your deck. Woohoo! So if you get another one of these guys, you can bring them back out again, because it's the only one drop in the game of the character. Horrid. It's just nasty. So Shadow Shift will, however, if you've got the spare mana, probably kill the bird, the Laurent, all that sort of stuff, especially if you've got Shadow Shift. It'll put the thing down to a 2/3, which is kind of handy, to be completely honest, because we don't really have an awful lot of things that attack other units. So the Mirror Teemo matches are incredibly interesting, which is why I'm playing a card that doesn't get played very often, which is Twin Disciplines. Now, this used to be everywhere. Completely fell out of the meta altogether, and I want to bring it back so you can give an ally +3 or +3 health. So power or health, you decide. It's a really good utility card that has got, well, real help. So if you have got an awful lot of Teemos flying around, then that pretty much seems to be a very good thing to do indeed. And I'm now kind of thinking, would the Geo not be really good in here instead of that? Because that's only units. See, this is how I build decks. Unit in your hand by 1. Why don't we take both of those out? And just put in the Green Glade Geo, who, when you summon an ally, you give her a +1 this round. She's my favourite 2-drop in the game. Yep, let's do that instead. That seems much better. And now they're going to be going, oh my god, as all this elusiveness starts coming in. Chump Wump, create 2 Mushroom Clouds in hand. That puts 5 Poison Puff Caps into their deck. And remember, once you've leveled up Teemo, which is only 15, 1 strike and 2 mana, and he's leveled. He's leveled. That's just ridiculous. And then we're running old school. I mean, this is like an old school deck, but this is going to be one of the decks that I would probably take to a tournament, because people aren't going to see it coming. People are going to rage quit and go, what the hell, when you've got 3 Teemos out, and people just can't cope with that at all and feel really bad inside. So we're running 3 Denies and 3 Will of Ionias. That's fantastic. No, you're not killing my Teemo. No, that big unit can definitely bugger off. You can also use this to recall a Teemo, and then if you've got 2 out, then cast it, bring it back, all that sort of stuff. And that's the whole premise of the deck. Keep your Teemos alive. Don't keep the Puff Cap in hand. Just get rid of it. Especially if you've got something like the Peddler and the Chump Wump on the board. Because these are really good. That's a 3-3 and a 4-3. They block real good. They can attack real good, especially if you're up against decks like Spiders or Low Ends, Bilgewater, all that sort of stuff. These guys can seriously do work, and then their text makes them even better. To keep people alive, we're running 2 Stand Uniteds. I think maybe 1 would be okay, but 2's just really good just to keep your Teemos alive, because Teemo is your main win condition. Let's be fair. That's the main win condition. We're also running Dawn and Dusk. We're only running 1 of these. That's 2 exact copies of an ally. So even if you're like about to die, you can drop this down and then get 2 more exact copies of an ally. And the most I've had so far is 214 Puff Caps. Now that was fantastic. After I dropped the Dawn and Dusk and ruined this guy's thing as 17 came out on round 8. So yeah, not great. Not great. So Will of Ionia, fantastic. We are literally going back to the old school. So we are Teemo, the Green Glade Geo, Peddlers, Twin Disciplines, Shadow Shift. It looks like an old deck. It's not. This is brand new. And Lulu only just helps with the win condition, to be completely honest. But the whole deck is around this guy. These guys are fantastic. Summon 2 1-cost allies from your deck. If you've got 1 out there, they will bring out the 2nd and the 3rd Teemos. Then recall them. If you can put a Parade Electro Rig beside one of them to put 4 more back in, get another Kinku Wayfinder, bring it out. Now you've got 4. The deck is just horrid. Like, it's horrible. It's really not nice. The deck code, just let me get that for you. I'll save the changes. That's copied to the clipboard. So, 10 minutes of why Teemo, even in the edge of the mountain, can still be one very, very, very annoying person. Especially if you're using him a lot. So, my name is Sith Holocron. The deck code and every invite to our Discord, the Dongers of Runeterra, Facebook, Twitter, our live streams, our YouTube, everything that we kind of do is all on in there. please come and join us. We've got some really good tournaments and a fantastic monthly league. Why would you not come? As always, thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please click the little like button at the bottom. It's most appreciated. So until next time, take it easy. Dongers out.